Try and get the rest of this batch of berries done here today is what I'd like to do, because we've got a lot of other stuff we have to do tomorrow. But the others are in the freezer, so they're not going to go anywhere, and it ain't hurting them a bit to stay in the freezer and stay cold until we get time to take care of them. I think I kind of explained to you how this works. Knock most of them off, and if you get a bunch of them that are green, have little green berries on them like these, then I just set them over in this bucket, and they can just sit there until I turn them into compost or feed them to the birds or whatever I do with them. Because those are the berries that are not good for you. Just working my way down into the bunch here. The main bunch is still frozen in the center. There's holes in that bag, so I think what I'm going to try with some of these smaller heads like this one here, I'm going to try setting them in a thing of water and see if they'll start to root that way. Because they got a shallow root system, so it should work for them, I would think. Just banging them against the side of the box or against the side of a feed bag seems to work really good for getting the majority of the good berries off. Well, there's some good berry juice on there. You can see that color on my fingers. I think this box of berries is going to be a lot better to work with. If I don't get them done today, we'll do them tomorrow. There's too many of the green ones on this one, so I'm going to just put it in the bucket there. That'll save me having to pull them out later. More green ones. I'm not going to mess with them as much. Well, I think it's made it up into the 90s like they said it would. It's a little bit warm out here. But we're getting closer to the fall season. We'll get the trap lines ready to go, and one of the landowners has already told me he wants me to trap coyotes and coons again. A lot of guys are not trapping right now because there's not much of a market for the fur. But I just figured that if the market isn't good for a few of them, then the guy just needs to catch more of them to make any money at it. Biggest problem is that Napa went under because of a darn banker up in Canada. This must have been one of the later bags that I done too, because I noticed there's a lot shorter and smaller limbs and bunches, because that's just what I started doing towards the end there, sort of, so that I could get more into my buckets. Well, I just emptied that one right out real quick. Well, this works really good. I'm glad that I thought of this one, and I'm glad my friends liked it also. This box is just full of berries, though. I'd have to put this down here and show you that. I mean, it's just full of berries. So, I reckon I probably ought to just shut this thing off for a little bit. Well, I think that's getting real close to the end there, folks. I'll get these leaves and stuff out of here. I'll get my 8-cup thing out here and start sifting through these things and see how many. We're going to get a lot out of this box. I can see that already. Nothing but leaves and little sticks in here. The more I get out now, the less I got to pick out as I'm going. Okay. Well, it's looking pretty good, I think. So now, I'm going to go in and I'm going to get that little plastic thing that I use, and this is going to go a lot faster than what the last box did, or the last bag. So I'll shut you off and we'll let this thing cool down a little bit, and we'll start you back up when I get going again. This is Tom out.